Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, New Inside Art. My name is Newman and we are going into a new home updates video. I have been updating around for a long time and we are finally getting things going, okay? My last home updates video, I showed you guys how I wanted to paint my ceiling. I showed you guys how I was starting out my dining room and how I'm transforming my boring home. So my boring home to me is very cookie cutter, okay? I live in a suburban home, you know, there's not too much going on. It's very modern, it's very plain, and what you see is what you get. Incorporating a few of my favorite interior designs, which are MCM, Japandi, Revival, all that stuff. This video, we are going to focus on a lot of different parts of my home. I feel like for the past few weeks, I've been kind of piecing everything together, and my ADHD self has been hopping around from my basement to my living room, to my dining room, and to my bedroom. So like I am really just planting all the seeds. I'm really excited because I'm using all the resources I got and we are going to get it started. Let's go along the journey, let's watch, and let's get it popping. Okay, so it's semi set up. I have the chairs, I have the dining table. I actually made these vases myself. You know, I kind of wanted like a kind of vintage ceramic stone look. I put that there just to start. Not sure what I'm gonna do next. I have a box full of knickknacks. I'm not sure if it's going to work out. I'm gonna try to put things together and see how it ends up. If it ends up not working out, I'm just going to go to a thrift shop. Some sort of place where I can thrift and get some, you know, cool stuff. I don't know. I'll try to make it as meaningful as possible, but you know, that comes with time. I really want to have something there and just like stylize the shelves and on top of the buffet too. And even the centerpiece too, thinking about that, but we'll see. Using literally so many random, we will see. I'm not a fan of just having like meaningless stuff in the place just to make it look nice. Been there, done that. It actually looks way more cold if you do that. So with everything I currently own or have gotten as a souvenir or anything, I'm putting up there and I'm gonna see how it works. Before I actually go start thrifting, pendant light. So I actually don't have one. It's literally just a light bulb and it's bugging me so much because what am I gonna do with the light bulb? I haven't decided what type of pendant light I'm gonna go for. I thought I was gonna go for like a paper lamp type of vibe because I felt like that was, you know, the coziness and just like the idea behind having a paper lamp would make like the entire space so cozy since it is open concept. However, now I'm thinking twice. It might look a bit cheap. I would have to buy the actual real Japanese Akari lamp, which is really not too pricey, but it is something to budget for. And then I found one on Zara. It is a linen lamp and it looks very cool. I even want to probably put that in my bedroom. So, you know, I have a lot of things that I'm thinking. So in the meantime, I got this. This is a cheap IKEA pendant lamp. It's very simple. I think it's made out of paper, but the shade looks kind of like linen-like. So I think I'm going to use that and just see how I feel about it. And then if it goes with the vibe, I'll keep it. If not, then I will go with my alternatives at Zara. Might be the best case scenario since it's not too overwhelming. You have a dining room and you're putting in a pendant light. It's either a pendant light that's an accent or a dining room. It's usually not both because you don't want it to be super, both of them distracting. And I don't want anything to really take away from this dining table because I feel like the stone base is pretty cool. So, and the chairs don't overwhelm it. Jute rug as well doesn't overwhelm it either. So yeah, so we're gonna see. All right, hey y'all. Sorry for not giving you like a heads up of what I was planning to do, but this is the result. The faux lime wash that I did in a couple days. Fun fact, I actually was going to do this room sage green, but it didn't work out. And the reason why is because I have too much light coming in and it was literally insane. Like I thought I was in a kid's playroom as I was painting it and I didn't think it through completely. So that made me pissed off. So I had to repaint, but it's all good because it got me to this color. I've never thought I would do a color like this. So basically what I did, I took two different colors and I kind of mixed them together. I started off with the cinnamon tea. So that was kind of like a peachy color and I put that as the base. So, and then after I use a Sedona pink, which is a kind of blush pinkish, but also like kind of like a very light brown undertone. When I picked out the colors, I picked it from the section of like rust, copper, brown, terracotta. It came up like this. And I'm actually really excited because the only stress I had, it was for it to look way too pink and girly, but I think it's working out nice because the light hits it perfectly. I don't have to paint the ceiling. I thought I was going to paint the ceiling to give that cocoon effect. You know, color drenching is so in. Everybody is like, you know, paint the ceiling, stop skipping out the ceiling. But I feel like it works in this room to just keep the ceiling white with this color because it gives like a contrast and it really makes the walls be a focal point. If I were to paint the ceiling, it would be nice, but I feel like there wouldn't be sort of a contrast. But yeah. And we are going to continue this bedroom in the coolest way possible. I want to play around with color. Faux Limewash, guys, I feel like is the best thing to use if you are in a suburban or cookie cutter home like I am, because it just adds that texture immediately. Super easy. Water, and then you need a chalk paint that's usually a matte finish, and then you mix parts equally in order to have that kind of like dusty stone effect. And then you just crisscross the entire time. I was crisscrossing for so long. What I plan to do more after this, I'm going to do some touch-ups. There's still some little things that I have to do, but I really want to have a sort of like panel wall here. I'm not gonna make it a different color. It's just going to be kind of like a 3D like wall panel. I'm probably gonna use some like framing, you know, make a pattern on it. It's kind of like wainscoting, but very minimal. I need a dresser. I'm just gonna keep adding and styling and stuff. I feel like since I have the foundation, I'm okay with the color. I'm okay with everything as is right now. The carpet's good, sheets are good, the bed is good, the bed frame is good. So it's really just those finishing touches that are going to happen. So bow, stay tuned for that. Alright, hi guys. I just had a splurge of creativity. Well, not a splurge of creativity. I think I just had an adrenaline of just like styling, like putting things together. And I thought I was going to do my basement last minute, okay? But I'm actually not. I think I found the right piece of furniture and I'm gonna work around it. And I basically transferred over my living room in my previous home to my basement in my new home. And it actually just worked out pretty great. There's a few tweaks that I kind of want to do, but pretty much the set is perfect for downstairs. So I kind of have, I would say, a more MCM feel. You know, I'm mixing and matching. So I found this media console. I'm trying to see if it's going to be the perfect unit for the wall that I'm looking at right now. I currently do not have a TV stand whatsoever. Like, we've been watching TV on the floor, yada yada. I was thinking of getting, you know, something to put the TV on so it can rest, but I think I'm just going to hang it on the wall. So for one unit, it's 68 inches long. Okay. However, my wall is pretty much like 150 inches. I can get two. I can extend it all around. Like, I want to really fill in that space. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the most with it. So what I'm trying to do right now is that I'm taping on the wall to see, like, to basically do a mock-up of how it's going to look like. And then I'm going to think about it for a bit. And I want to have something that is functional. Okay. So if I'm going in the MCM route, you know, if I don't decide to stay here any longer and I move, like, I want to be able to bring my stuff and use it in so many multiple ways. So this might be a TV unit downstairs, but I could use it for like an entryway console. So that's the whole vibe. So we're gonna see how it goes, okay? So just to give you a quick rundown of what I currently have. So I have this sheer rug. It's pretty fluffy. I like it. I like the lines that are associated with it, and super comfortable. I'm going to keep this for a very long time. I also have this coffee DIY table. I made this mocking the serving bowls from IKEA, putting them together and then cutting a piece of plywood in the shape that I wanted and just literally just glued it on top and then stained it. I used some chalk paint and some decorative wax to seal it, and it turned out great, so I'm keeping that as well. I have these two black accent chairs that are very comfy. They are boucle fabric. I haven't had any issues with them. I think I I got them from Bouclair. It's a Canadian company, and it is very comfortable, and it's just, you know, it's just simple, it's chic. It can go with pretty much about anything. Then I also have this side table that I made. This one was a cute little DIY I made in my previous home. It was made out of, honestly, like it needs a little bit of touch up, but it was made out of bathroom pipes and just a tabletop that I got from Rona, and it was super easy. It was just like literally just gluing it together, and then I used the same stain / chalk paint and decorative wax for my coffee table on the side tabletop. And then we have this Facebook Marketplace couch that I got from Facebook Marketplace. Sorry. It's actually from Article. So I remember when I bought it off the seller, they told me it was from Article, and I think it was discontinued. So extremely, extremely comfortable couch. Like, it's insane. I always get compliments on it whenever people sit on it or even just like sleep on it. Like, it's very, yeah, it's very comfortable. I love it. I'm gonna keep that for a while too. The whole basement vibe, people always think, you know, you have to go the large couch route and just like have a huge L sectional, like really fill up the space. I want to kind of break it up. Like, since I have the 2 accent chairs and then I have the 3-seater couch, I do want to have either a pull-out sofa or a day bed. I do want people to have the option to sleep downstairs without actually bringing out a mattress. I do have a mattress that I guess I've been using, and it's pretty standard size for like one person. So if I can kind of replicate that, but more stylishly in a way, I'm going to do it. And it's going to definitely be in the corner that I am in right now. All right, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know what's gonna happen next. Honestly, I can't tell you that, but I am going to unlock a new section. It's either going to be the office or the living room, or maybe even the bathroom. I haven't even touched any of those areas yet. There is so much space. I feel like this is just a huge blank canvas, and there's so much that I can just do for fun. So if you really like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me which part was your favorite. And also, I am so open to recommendations. Please let me know anything that you think that might go with this home and what I'm trying to achieve. And if you did like this video and you want to see more of me, you can go and check out my other playlists, okay? I talk about interior design trends, I talk about IKEA furniture, all the most recent videos you can find there, and they are posted weekly, and you will see more home updates videos as well. So please go along with the ride of new inside art. So that's that.